Good day, everyone. This is Creative Works by Annie, and welcome to my channel. I just recently had a request to show how I block my Postmortem Doily. Okay? And because it's not a rectangle or a circle, some might find it a little difficult. So first thing I do when I go to block this is I make sure I got all my pins. You can see my pins all over the place. I fix its face. I fix its eyeballs so it doesn't look like it's questioning your decisions in life. Okay? I also play with the spine just a bit, just to get them even. Okay, as you can see, this is dry. So I found the best way for me is one of two ways. Okay? One way is to take my handy dandy starch or bottle of starch, which is the liquid starch. It's 1 part starch to 2 parts water. Okay? And I just put it in a spray bottle. Make sure I shake it each time I use it. Okay? Now I would take it, and the first way is to take it, squirt it all down, make it all nice and wet. You can flop it over, make it wet if you want. Or if you are one of the die-hard ones that want to wet the doily and soap and water and wash it and stuff like that, feel free to do so. And then pin it this way. But I honestly found the easiest way for me, because I don't like the rock hard doilies, okay, after they're blocked. I like it a little softer. One that has some movement to it. One you're not afraid to touch. Because sometimes you touch a doily that's created and it's so starched, so over-starched, that you feel like it's gonna crumble in your hands, okay? And I don't like that. So I always send my doilies out simply starched. I'm going to stand up for just a minute and see if I'm centered in the frame. Whoop. Nope, right there. Okie dokie. Yeah, I had surgery, so I'm sitting down and it's just not fun. Maybe I'll do a coffee time and do a little rant about my surgery. Okay, so what we need to do first is make sure all of our pins are set. We got our spray bottle. I'm doing a dry block to begin, and then I squirt it. You will see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find, I got cat here, I'm going to find my angles, and right where this little, I'm going to be zooming in and out and stuff like that to show you, but in the corner where the little opening is, I put a pin, stretch it just a bit, not to overstretch it, and I put another pin. I like the T-pins because they're easier for me to grab. However, it makes it harder for my bracelets. So yeah. Okay, now we're going to take our line and just follow the angle up. Do another one. I think I need to move my center point. Go to the other side. And now you're going to be doing this the same if you washed it and it's dripping, almost like wrung out, but super wet, or if you pre-sprayed it all. Okay? I always start at the feet. Okay, then I'm going to go up to this angle and I'm going to angle it up and put another pin right in the top there. So right now I'm just making the coffin. My eyeballs are still funky. Okay, and then I'm going to stretch out and put another pin right into that other little hole right there. Okay, and this is where you can adjust it a little bit more. You can add another pin in if you like, to make your sides a little straighter. Okay. And as you can see, it's a little, you really have to kind of play with it to get those angles out. Okay. See, I am crooked. That's why I like doing it dry, because I can kind of play with it a little bit more, and I don't have to, I'm not overstretching it, because once it's wet, you can really whammy it out and blow it out of proportions. Okay, now I'm just going to go around And I'm going to check and see if I'm centered. Up we go, yes. And then I'm just going to take my pins and I'm just going to pin in, I'll do it over here first. I'm just going to pin like this, okay? Go down very gently. Pull my little sides out. I never overstretch this doily. Okay, and now I'm going to take the pin that was right there and just move them. New one, this. I'm going to take this T-pin out, put it over here. I don't like to overpin either because then it's just more pins I got to take out. So just trying to make sure that all my little fluffs are flat. Okay? Then after you get them all pinned, you can also adjust it once again. We'll just put you right there in the middle. Okay, do the top there. I hope I'm still centered for all of you. Now, that's it. That's the extent of how I pin it. Now, you can go in and pin all these little things out if you want. This arm right here always seems to want to tuck in, so untuck that one. You can add literally as many pins as you want. I sometimes add one to my little spine there because one little pin fixes that right on up. But truly, it's super easy. Just make sure that your coffin is straight. Okay, and if it feel like it's not straight, stretch it out a little bit more. Okay, straighten it out, and that's it. And then I just lift my board just a tad, and I just spray it down. Straight down the middle. And that is it. If I see a little dry patch, I will spritz it. But for the most part, that's it. Easy peasy. And kind of real simple. You can add more pins if you want, like I said. Once it's wet, you can maneuver it just a little bit more. But don't overstretch this guy. Tuck in his chin, or I mean his cheeks right there a little bit. You can see his head's fixed a little bit more. His spine's a little bit better defined. And then I just set it up to dry. And that is how I do that. You can go back and add more starch to it, whatnot. It's totally up to you. But this is a game changer on all doilies because you can literally just spray it on. It's fantastic. So I hope that helps everybody. And until next time, toodaloo.